Talking about your comedic style, what's your comedic style do you think now that, or has it, okay, from when you started or when you was in the Bay and then you left to LA, has your style changed or you became more of that, or just kind of a?
Yeah, that's a good. Because I started when I was 21, and I think you guys remember I was more like.
You started earlier than that, though, no?
Yeah, I had been going to some, but like open mics and stuff, and like I guess I don't know if it's my style change or I just like grew up, evolved, or just like I think I was shyer, more apprehensive, like more quiet. I think that's a good. I think it's just a matter of getting older and like not really caring anymore. That I think I've gotten more confident on stage, more just
over time.
But almost to a fault, where it's like I think the last couple of times, like where like that the thing we were talking about, like a rough crowd at a bar. I think like me at 1 year I would have been like, oh, what can I do? You know, what's that lesson? And then now I'm like, fuck this crowd, this fucking you guys. And I really went off on in Oakland. Comics were bombing, and I was like, fuck, what do you guys know? Like, what do you?
I write for Hulu.
I think what I told it was stupid. I told them I was like, like when the Beatles, wrote the White Album, they have to like pass it in front of some drunks at so why are we doing like why are you guys the experts? And that sort of is my mentality now. For better or worse.
Okay. I love that about you, Johan. Because I
remember he and I were cracking up because that situation happened to what was that guy's name? Brendan Lynch.
Yeah.
And he kept telling it was a rough crowd, and he kept telling the crowd, "I'm an artist."
Yeah. That's super. Because I remember, because early days, me and Johan, me and JD was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, Johan used to be like so nervous before shows, and he was like, was he also? I was like, yeah, dude.
I remember thinking you were super nervous when you were doing this.
Yeah. I think the first time.
And then that stopped. After a while, like after
after a while, I guess. But I think the first time, the open mic, I went to open mic in San Bruno as this pizza part. That's where I met Andrew Holmgren, the San Francisco comic. I just remember vividly. I was so I was so nervous that I knew I was going to forget my material. So what I did is I wrote it down on index cards. And so literally it's me like nervously like, well, what if
Damn right. Okay, this is kind of embarrassing. Do you still sweat a lot on stage because you're nervous?
I think I just sweat in general,
I sweat a lot too.
Yeah. I do too, but I feel
it's
like
more for like excitement or something.
I remember Johan. It seemed like he was like sweating because he was nervous. Like I was like, "Hey, Johan, you gonna do good?" He's like, "I hope so." but I always talk about, because I remember we always ask comedians like when they first started like how they did, and I always use an example because we started like around the same time, and I always say like the first time, how did you think you did your first time? I
think I was so nervous I didn't remember, but I think I'm pretty sure I bombed. Okay. I'm pretty sure.
He killed it.
I always said like I did well my first time, and then I said like I saw you like not or like bomb or not do well. Most comedians don't do well, right? But then because I started here, I was just like hella confident all of a sudden, and then I just saw like you just getting better over time because you was going to all these open mics, you kept working and doing stuff, and then I was like, and then so like I saw like came to a show at Beck's, and I'm like, hey so like Johan's going to, I'm like, what's up man? How you doing? He's like, oh yeah, I'm on the show, and I'm like, oh what you about to do, like 5 minutes, 7 minutes? He was like, oh no, I'm headlining. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you can do that? And then I just saw Johan go up and just like kill doing 20 minutes. I was like, how the fuck do you do? And then that woke me up like, I need to stop being lazy. I need to be like Johan. He's writing. And I think after I became like a fan, like a groupie, not even a fan, just a groupie. I was like, Johan, how'd you get better? Like where you going, dude? Like
that's how it was when so it was that show at the Boiler House.
Yeah.
I went up to, because I had never seen stand up on that level, like local level. I had only seen it on TV by Chris Rock and all that. I first approached Chris Smith McClellan.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, good job. And he said, cool, thanks. And then I approached.
He gave you the Dave Chappelle hand to the face.
Yeah, we're good friends now, but that was his thing. And then I approached him and Gaspar, and they were like, "Oh, thank you." And I was like, I had just seen them perform for the first time, but I was like, was that word?
No.
Yeah, no. When you meet like a celebrity,
Starstruck.
Yeah.
by then,
Yeah.
and then we ended up eating at Nations afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's how they started.
And then getting into a lot of trouble, breaking up fights somewhere for no reason.
Writing that shit on Hulu.
Can you believe the Voice Party has had merch this whole time and we neglected to tell anybody? T-shirts, hoodies, bath mats, wall clocks, throw pillows, even mini skirts. We will throw our logo on absolutely anything. Click the link in the description below and pick you up some Voice Party merch today.